All right, y'all. We got a couple of projects we need to work on here. First is going to be one of the mini bikes that I worked on. It might have been year before last. I think the only thing it needs is a brake handle and maybe the brake cable for the drum brake. And I think that's it. I think it might be ready to ride other than that. So that should be pretty quick. I might have a brake cable and a brake handle somewhere in a box. The 110 needs rear tubes, I think. Just one tube, and I might
just need some air in.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Might just keep it pumped up. So, and that might be all that needs. It probably needs an oil change.
Yes.
Mean Green, the 200cc Chinese y'all seen me work on before. The motor won't do a full rotation. I think the issue with this one is when it was last time we rode it, it was in the mud, and the switch got water in it, and it lost spark, and it's set for 6 months. So I'm thinking the issue with this one is I think some moisture got past the air filter, landed in the cylinder, because there's only one cylinder, and I think it has a little bit of rust on there, and that's why the motor won't do a full rotation. We replaced the starter, we replaced the starter solenoid, and you hit it and it goes, and then that's it. It's like it get caught on something. So I'm thinking that has rust inside of the cylinder. So I'm thinking to clear that out, and I'm thinking this should run no problem. The 250 Chinese dirt bike, I don't know what's wrong with this one. I'm going to lean more towards that it lost spark, and that's why it's not running. But Cortland rode it one trip, and then it sat. We went to go start up for the next ride, and then it wouldn't start. So I've been thinking about this. It's been what, maybe a year since he rode this dirt bike.
Almost going on 2 years.
Yeah, it's almost 2 years, and I never checked spark on this one. We're going to get these unloaded, and if I have a brake handle and a brake cable somewhere, I might go ahead and get that 110 fixed, and then we may do some diagnostics in this video, and then the next video will be trying to fix everything. Alright, y'all, we are back. I got the brake cable off Amazon. It's a 61-inch, 155-centimeter brake cable for a mini bike, and it has the ends that we need. This will go into the brake handle, just like a bicycle. This will go into the back brake. Same concept as a bicycle. So if you have a bicycle brake cable hanging around, it'll probably fit a real one. Then it also came with some zip ties. It goes straight into the bottom, and then you just line up the slots. And I always start with the adjustment all the way in, and then we will just do some cable management, and we will get it hooked up to the rear brake, and then the little MM80 should be done. We're just going to loosen up that bolt right there on the brake to get the old brake cable out. Just like so. So the old brake cable broke. So we're going to take the new one, put it right through there. Oh, well, it's going to go through here, through the little stay, and then through the brake. The whole adjustment right there. And then you just want to make sure that everything is nice and tight. That way, when we go to use the brake, it actually has full range of motion. So I'm probably going to just apply a little bit of pressure to it, like so. That way, when you pull the brake handle, you won't be wasting travel. So as soon as you pull it, and it actually might not be enough. Nope, so I'm gonna have to put a lot more tension on there. So let me get this adjusted and I'll be back. All right, everything is all adjusted, working like it should, giving good brakes. So the MM80 is done. So next, let's move to the little Chinese 110, and let's see if we can get this tire pumped up, because currently it is debeated. See if I can pressure it out. Probably not. Might have to get a ratchet strap. Oh, there we go. How many PSIs? I don't know. Don't have the slightest idea. I did not check. I didn't think it was gonna seat that easy. 24 PSI? That seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. We're at 20. All right, this should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and check all of them real fast, make sure they're all at 24 so they track straight. And then we're gonna do a inspection on the cylinder to see if there's rust inside of there. So on this 200cc automatic Chinese GY6 style quad, the spark plug is going to be on the right side. So just give it a little wiggle jiggle, it comes right out. The spark plug in this particular unit is a 5/8. So we're just going to plop. This is just a standard single cylinder GY6 style motor. So we only got one spark plug. That did not get it loose. Why is this spark plug so tight? So like I said, the motor will not make a full rotation. So my hypothesis is that it has rust in the cylinder, preventing the motor from making a full rotation. So we're going to use my little endoscopic camera that is connected to my phone to see if that is the case. So this is what I'm using, little camera, and then you can see there that that's what it looks like. So I will put the footage, if I remember, I will put the footage from my phone in the video so that y'all can see what we see. But let's go on down the hole of mystery, and it has a light on it. So let's go down the hole of mystery and let's see if we can see why this motor is not turning a full revolution. And surprisingly, this cylinder looks really, really clean. Is my camera too big to go in the spark plug hole? Is the valve stuck open? The valve is open, but that piston is way down, so that shouldn't prevent. Yeah, so there's no rust in this cylinder wall whatsoever. I mean, this looks like there is no rust in that cylinder wall, none whatsoever. So that debunks my claim that it's rust in there, because that's really clean. All right, so what I may do now is see if I can put something on the flywheel and see if I can manually turn the motor over. But the valve being at the very top shouldn't prevent it from turning over unless the valve is stuck open, which could be the issue. So I'm gonna see if I can leave the little thing in there, and I should be able to put a bolt onto that flywheel, put a socket on that flywheel, and see if I can manually turn the motor over. And since the spark plug is out, it should have little to no resistance. And I'm gonna keep a check on that's probably the intake valve. Because where's the exhaust? No, that's probably the exhaust valve. And I can see that moves like it should. So let me find out what size that bolt is, and let's see what we got.